Hey, what's happening, housemates? It's Claire here. I'm in Manchester at HXC Wrestling. Tonight's show is Chaos AD. Check out who I caught up with earlier on. Hey housemates, I'm very privileged now to be sat with the General Manager of HXC Wrestling. She has been dubbed as the British Dixie Carter. It's Lauren. When you saw that headline, how did you feel?
Oh, I was a bit like, because I work with Dixie for the work that I do with TNA, so I was a bit like, oh God, I hope she doesn't take that the wrong way, because I look up to her.
Yeah.
In a lot of things that we do, and obviously, you know, that influence has been injected into how we run things here.
I am Magic Mark. Alongside me is G-Man, and this is HXC Wrestling.
This was the kind of brainchild of Mike Huff, who's our promotional director, who does an absolutely fantastic job. He's got a great vision, and he's worked in wrestling from various angles for years with a bit of a break. So I got involved and wanted to kind of use my expertise with HXC, and with it being a Manchester-based promotion, and me being from Manchester, I'd be very proud of that, and being involved with wrestling, I thought, well, it's a no-brainer.
Man Manson, girl!
Hello, housemates. Are these my housemates or your housemates?
Well, they're our housemates.
They're our housemates, our
housemates.
communal housemates. How many housemates do we have in our house? And have you reported it to the landlord agency? Because
No, we
if
haven't.
they're not all paying rent, right? Cash in hand underneath my door, housemates. Thank you very much.
Well, you are now an honorary housemate,
Yes,
so thank you for joining.
So I got to pay 2 tons of rent.
Yeah.
So 1 bit of rent to T-Bone, 1 bit. Oh, good lord.
Well,
it's already bad enough that I'm illegal in this country. It's fine.
We recently had Chris Jericho on, and he asked if he could stay at our house, and I said no.
He said no. Good.
Yeah.
Keep those Americans out. He's probably Canadian.
Oh, he's
but
Canadian.
Keep them out
yeah.
anyway. Keep them out anyway. You know what I mean?
Eddie is a bit mad.
Complete unpredictability. I may lose, I may win, but the important thing is I'll get paid. See? Didn't see that coming. Unpredictability, that's what I'm about.
All about the winning.
It is, it's true. You get paid more if you win, so you know what I mean.
So how long have you been in the wrestling business?
I've been wrestling for 10 years,
Wow.
10 long years. I started in Ireland, as you can tell by my fantastic accent. I am originally Irish. I moved over here about 4 years ago, and I did wrestling for 3 years as my full-time job. So that was my full-time occupation for 3 years. And now it's a part-time job just at the weekend.
Manson. Off the ropes.
Harvey Dale.
Harvey Dale, the man with the golden tongue, here, HXC. Second event. First event wasn't quite so successful for Harvey Dale. My man Styx didn't quite make the grade in the main event. Today, I'm here to lend my voice to the DVD.
Yeah, so you're not actually wrestling tonight, you're on commentary.
Whoa. It's not all about the wrestlers, love.
It is.
It's not all about the wrestlers. We all make up the show, and it's a great show. But what you need to do is you need to buy the DVD, because then you get to hear the man with the golden tongue in all his glory.
Oh, it is. Oh no! Chris Egan and Harvey Dale going at it.
I'm so excited to be sat next to the one and only Dave Rayne.
Hey, you right?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
Oh, great. So I've been really looking forward to interviewing you. Tell me about yourself.
I've been a professional wrestler now for about 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I started, I was a young naive lad. You know, I just wanted to be the hero. I wanted to get in the ring and just emulate all the people that I knew and I watched when I was young. The Rock, Stone Cold, Hulk Hogan. I wanted to be a hero, you know. And over time, I just realised that the best things you get out of wrestling are the things you get for yourself, you know. So that's my wrestling. I just do what I want when I want.
So is it kind of like a rock and roll lifestyle that you lead?
Oh yeah, it can be a bit rough. Can have a few late nights and you know a few late mornings and a few late afternoons.
You recently had a match against Goldust, the one and only. How did that go?
It was alright. I had a point to prove with him. I believe very strongly in a British wrestling scene. And that a strong and healthy British wrestling scene should be shows of British wrestlers.
Had some pointers, I think, off the $1 Million Man himself.
Yes, I did indeed.
How did you find that? Was it helpful?
Yes, he was very tall. He was relatively
I wouldn't
old,
expect him
and he
to
had
be
an
tall.
American accent. That's the only things I can really remember from him. He took the money home with him. He put 20 quid in someone's mouth when he won.
Nice.
Still took it home with him though.
Oh, did
That's
he?
why he's been around so long. He's got the smarts. I mean, if any of us could be anywhere near as good as him, we would be very, very happy with our lot in lives. He's fantastic.
So what does HXC stand for?
HXC is a known abbreviation for hardcore.
Why is the show called Chaos AD? Can you tell me that?
I don't know. Can you tell me that?
I'd like if we could do some kind of anachronistic character where I could be a barbarian with a club.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that. In
Yeah.
fact, I might just do that anyway because no one really tells me what to do anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, you're going to bring the chaos tonight, aren't you? What can we
No,
expect?
I'll bring the AD.
Okay.
You know, let someone else bring the chaos and I'll bring the AD. I'm not sure what it stands for, but I'm going to bring it so much you won't even believe it.
And it is strictly over 18s, so why that angle? Why are you going for the hardcore angle?
It's just, I think from the inception there's been a lot of market research and just kind of within a wrestling circles and things like that, see what's missing from this area really, from wrestling shows, because there's some great wrestling shows in the area, but they're kind of more family orientated and they're great and they're great fun. But the feedback we've kind of had is like, although we'd like that, we'd like to see something a little bit more kind of hardcore and in your face, and something that you wouldn't necessarily see at a family show.
And this is the second HXC wrestling event.
Certainly is.
What can we expect if someone's not been to the event before?
You can expect blood, gore, a little bit of monster munch coming out sometimes, you never know. With HXC, you never really know what you're going to get, and the only way to really experience the atmosphere in here, get yourselves down. Make sure you're here for the third show if you're not coming today.
I've seen you doing blindfold matches and things like
Yes.
that. What's the most extreme match you've ever done?
Ooh, probably just me and myself in the ring on my own. I like to get pretty extreme and take up my self-esteem issues on myself. Blindfold matches I've done, but in terms of extreme matches, this is the place to be, because we've got guys like Jack Jester, guys like Jimmy Havoc, T-Bone, who is a ridiculous mountain of a man, who it would not surprise him if he took a gun out and shot someone in the face. That's the sort of intensity you're
Well,
looking
it is
here.
over 18s.
It is,
only,
but it is.
so-
Are you saying just because you're over 18, it's okay to be shot in the face? Is that what you're saying? Because you're on camera
It's
here.
not really
lady.
PG though,
It's
is
not,
it?
it's not very PG. No, this is definitely not the sort of PG British wrestling that everyone thinks it is. This is definitely a night out for adults. There's drinking going on, there's ladies going on, and there's people like T-Bone going on, shooting you in the face.
Oh dear! Drawing pins onto the bottom.
There are people like me out there that loved wrestling for what it was in the late 90s, early 2000s, and that's kind of gone by the wayside. And doing something like this in this environment, people who are a bit more grown up, you can do more edgier content, you can have more fun with what you're doing, and I like to have fun with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know? So
How extreme do you go in your matches?
I wouldn't say I was extreme in the ring. I'm more kind of extreme in the bedroom, but I do what I need to do to get the job done. It's about me. It's about winning. It's about proving to people that I'm the best, that I'm the greatest. I know I am, and people need to realise this.
A lot of the people here in wrestling, they put thumbtacks into the ring and they slam their opponent on them.
Oh.
That's a good way to win.
Oh,
Or
we're
they
doing
hit
that.
them with chairs. I'm not into that sort of thing either. I think chairs are for sitting on, thumbtacks are for putting posters of Cristiano Ronaldo on your wall. What I do, I put Monster Munch in the ring and slam people onto that. You see, I'm a little bit different from everyone else. That's why I'm unique. But HXC have banned Monster Munch for this, so
Right.
so I'm going to have to come up with something else.
Okay.
I've got something in mind.
some
You'll
McCoys
see.
or Walkers,
Maybe some.
something?
They're too expensive, man. They're ridged. Are you crazy? You're flame grilled and ridged. I ain't got that sort of money.
Monster Munch in HXC, it seems to have kind of the effect of a bomb going off in your face.
Oh dear! That is Monster Munch.
This is a fantastic place to be. I love working here. We've had one show so far, really amped up about this one here, and just can't wait to get in there.
It's great that it's based here in Manchester. I love it. What is the future for HXC? Where do you want to move to next?
Time will tell. I think our initial need at the moment and want is to let the company organically grow and become more popular, and people within the wrestling community and outside of the wrestling community become more aware of it, because it is kind of more an all-encompassing night of entertainment.
See a lot of housemates. That is your real name. Suspicious.
The afterburn.